Hey, yo, Sharks. My name is Mike Hauk, and I'm from New Jersey. In Jersey, we're known for being cheesy, but today, it's a different kind of cheesy. I'm talking about Mad Mutz fresh mozzarella sticks. Sharks, we're here seeking $150,000 for 5% equity to make Mad Mutz the go-to name for fresh mozzarella sticks. The wholesale and retail mozzarella stick game is a frozen wasteland. All mozzarella sticks pretty much taste the same. And why? They are the same. They use the same low moisture, dry aged processed block mozzarella with the same generic breadcrumb crusts. Not us. With our invention, our Mad Mutz scientists have blown up the mozzarella playbook. Fresh mozzarella is melt in your mouth buttery, deliciously creamy, luxuriously stretchable, and straight up delicious. Our flavors are absolutely crazy, like our truffle mozzarella stick with real black and white truffles and a panko truffle crust. Our unicorn mozzarella sticks that have all different colors of the rainbow with a glitter sparkle crust, or the showstopper, the Lucifer, black charcoal, 2.9 million Scoville unit, Carolina Reaper mozzarella. Sharks, these really will take a bite.
Wow.
With your partnership and investment, we can take and scale the old, boring snacking, leave it behind, and move into the innovative, fresh mozzarella stick market. So Sharks, who is ready to take a cheesy bite in this revolution of mozzarella sticks?
We're ready.
Whoa. And before they get to it, we are back with the fourth and final pitch for episode 17. That went quick. I am your host, Dave, 10-year intellectual property attorney, dealing with everything from patents, trademarks, copyrights, as well as trade secrets. And hey, look, I just got finished making my daughter some with the corn dog with the turkey sauces inside. So yeah, mozzarella stick, corn dogs with the turkeys inside, it all the same thing. This actually does bring a kind of unique twist to mozzarella sticks. I thought this was going to be more so directed towards kids, but it seems like particularly with kind of the hot one at the end, a hotter one at the end, this is for kids and adults alike. Again, 150,000, 5%. What is that? Maybe $7.5 million valuation. So I would imagine that he has some sales on this thing. For those of you who don't know, the three things that I look for, plus the bonus one, is how simple is it? It's pretty simple for the customer, I would imagine. Just maybe warm it up in a microwave or in an oven or air fryer at this point and eat it. How effective is it? Now with that type of valuation, I would imagine that he has some sales. And a lot of times the sales as well as reviews is going to go towards the effectiveness of the product. And then the market. I do think it's and obviously mozzarella sticks is a thing, and I would imagine that it's a crowded market. However, I do think given that new unique twist, it does bring something different that at least catch people's eye. So again, the market, like I said, even though it's a little bit maybe saturated or kind of competitive, I do think it's an opportunity to still kind of get in there and kind of make some make some money on it. So, and then a bonus one is the IP, the intellectual property. So definitely has a trademark. I watched as he was doing his pitch on Mad Mutz. I think that's actually a pretty unique name, pretty cool name. So he does have a trademark on that for mozzarella sticks. So kudos to the gentleman for protecting the trademark. And then anytime I hear he said invention, but I would be interested in terms of the way they kind of make this. Is it a trade secret? Particularly for a lot of food items, I think of more of a trade secret, even though you can maybe get a patent on the recipe or on that formula to the extent that is unique. But I like to keep these things as a trade secret just because as a patent standpoint, it lasts for 20 years and then it's into the open domain. You have to disclose the secret sauce in your patent application. Whereas a trade secret, as long as you can keep that thing secret, just think of the formula for Coca-Cola or whatever the case may be, as long as you can keep it secret, you can protect it and get the economic advantage indefinitely or forever, in other words. So I like these things as being more of a trade secret than a patent. I'm pretty sure to the extent that is a trade secret, I would doubt that comes up on this one, but I would be highly doubt that he doesn't have the recipe, the formula for these unique mozzarella sticks as a trade secret. So those are some of my thoughts before we pull back up and see what the Sharks think about not only the product in its taste, but also the actual business. Please hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm, as well as hit that subscribe button. I also do have a ebook that is in the description section. Please check that out. That is called Got IP, and it's kind of giving you everywhere from the idea. We just saw the last business who got an idea. They had these essence rings for your nose, kind of sense for stinky areas. He talked about how a bad airplane ride, sitting next to somebody who was stinky was that kind of linchpin for his ideal. So in the ebook, it talks all about going from getting an idea all the way to monetizing a product. And again, a lot of those stories that I use are from these Shark Tank guests that I interviewed in reality. So go check out that ebook. That link is in the description. Let's kind of pull this thing up and see what the sharks think. Let's go.
Mike, when I saw this here on the table, I said to myself immediately, why have mozzarella sticks been the same forever? And that's a genius idea.
It is so good.
So sharks, let me tell you something. This is fresh mozzarella, single source.
He has that Jersey
one
accent
farm.
too.
Vegetarian, by the way. Most cheese is not vegetarian. You pop in your mouth.
Lightly spiced. Lightly spiced.
Mmm.
Look at that.
Oh,
That's hot as
Come on,
hell.
Mark.
Mike, you should have warned
this
us
is
about the
delicious.
Lucifer. Now I know why you call it that.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
hot as hell.
The
hot. It's
truffle
very-
is really great.
I'm going to say the loser of the
Truffle's
last. I don't
amazing.
want
Those are real black and white
Let me see the
truffles.
truffle.
And we make the panko crust ourselves with
Oh.
a truffle batter.
What's your background?
Yes, tell us about you.
So my backstory is I started my own business in college, a laundry business. I've had multiple businesses since then. I opened Tony Baloney's in 2009.
Tony
Tony, which means
That's
basically
amazing.
naughty kid. When I grew up, my great-grandfather called my grandfather, called my father, hey, little Tony Baloney, get upstairs and wash your face. Tony Baloney's is pizza, subs, and badass grub.
Mike, do you still have that business?
We have 4 brick and mortar locations.
Nice.
We have
Wow.
2 food trucks. And in 2010, I got a call. Hey, we need a mozzarella vendor at our farmer's market. And my brain goes, I got it. I can make mozzarella. I taught myself how to make mozzarella.
So are you selling in stores? And tell us what your sales are.
Yeah, so we currently sell just in Tony Baloney's. We also do DTC. We have currently POs from Performance Food Group. We have POs from Restaurant Depot. We have meetings lined up with 7-Eleven, who reached out to us.
Now, are you selling Tony Baloney here today in the Shark Tank or
No.
something else?
We
What are you
started
talking about
making-
Tony
But
Baloney
they
so much
sell
for?
these
Tony
there.
Baloney is profitable.
Tony Baloney's does over $7 million in sales a year.
How
What?
much?
$7 million in sales a year.
Wow.
Across all the
Whoa.
locations.
So let me get this straight.
Yeah.
You have a brick and mortar, and out of that brick and mortar store was the birth of Mad Mutz.
You're absolutely correct. Mad Mutz has such a following. It's one of our best sellers in the menu.
How
Let's
many have you
talk about it. How
sold?
many-
Like,
Yeah,
what
let's talk
is your
about the sales then.
business?
In 2023, we sold a combined $152,000 in sales of Mad Mutz sticks with a margin of 52%. 2024, we're at about $168,000 year to
Did
date.
you tell us what you make these for and what you sell them for?
The 368 to produce that pack landed, and they're sold to retail, estimated $5.50 to $6.
When you say retail to the restaurant.
sorry, to the
You're wholesaling
to
it.
the correct. At this point, they can sell it for anywhere from $9.99 to Tony Baloney Land. We sell it for $15 to $20 a stick with zero pushback.
A stick or
A
pack of
pack, a
sticks?
5-pack.
box.
Look, let me just tell you, they're
Yeah.
really good.
Thank
They're
you.
really, really good. And they're only 50 calories each, and they're filling, right?
No, that's not true. They're
Yeah, it says-
270 calories.
Well, mine
five.
for no,
So,
yeah,
so
for
and I
five.
apologize.
Yeah.
This
It's
test
different
pack,
ones.
if you notice, it's a little insert. Our sticks are 180 calories to 230 calories a piece. 230
each one of
calories
these?
a piece. Correct.
Oh, you just
Piece?
okay.
Yeah.
You just
just
ate
ate all
1,000
five.
calories.
We messed up on it.
Which is it? Because we have a lot of
It's
confusion.
one stick is 180 to
Mark's
230
going
to
kill
calories.
you.
Is
One stick is 230 calories.
180 to 230 calories.
Anyways, look, you came in with a food services idea. There's nothing wrong with that. You happened to test them, see sell-through through your own stores, and you somehow got Cuban to eat 1,150 calories. I can't imagine the stick that's going to come out of him soon. Like, that's unbelievable. 150 grand for 5% imputes a $3 million valuation. I don't think you're anywhere near that yet because it's kind of like a concept that tastes great. Sticks are fantastic. I don't know what the distribution strategy is yet. I don't think you do. Way too early for me and not worth $3 million. I'm out.
And as Kevin goes out, I do want to stop it. I said 7.5 earlier. Definitely my math on the fly was a little off, to say the least. But again, I actually love this kind of what the guy's done. Tony Baloney, I love that name. You could tell this guy has that Jersey accent. It kind of reminds me of kind of the Italian mafia kind of out that way. But again, it seems like he's killing it. He has Tony Baloney's 4 brick and mortar locations. I think he said 2 full food trucks that does $7 million in sales annually. And out of that kind of Tony Baloney birth, these mozzarella sticks, which he's kind of self-taught with kind of making the cheese and doing that. Now, the calories are a little high. You're talking about a 5-piece and 1,000 calories for 5 sticks of mozzarella. you're not buying these things because you're weight conscious or you're conscious of the calories and what you're eating. So again, take that for what it's worth. But again, he does have some sales. 2023, 152, 2024, 168 year to date. I can see him being around $250,000 for 2024. Again, $3 million valuation, probably a little high compared to what it's doing now. But I love the actual, it's like the product is good. Again, a lot of calories, but it's probably good. I can kind of maybe seeing this being a tough one with the Sharks, especially for those who are health conscious. To see like Mr. Wonderful is out. I would imagine that Bark is out, give it the calories. And again, Lori, and I can see this one being a tough sell, even though I think it's a phenomenal product or it looks to be a phenomenal product. And this guy seems to be a killer and kind of knows what he's doing. He's talking about he started in college and business in college, he said. So you can tell this guy kind of knows what he's doing. So again, it's, you know, I don't know. It's kind of tough for me because I feel like the product is good, but maybe like the healthiness of it maybe isn't there. And again, as Mr. Wonderful talked about, the sales a little bit too early. I can see maybe 2024, 2025, because at this point, he seems like he's kind of really just selling it to people directly as well as kind of through his current stores or his personal stores. But once he gets this thing into like retail, Target, the Walmart, the Costco, Sam's Club, I can see this being $1 million product, multi-million-dollar product, and kind of really blowing through the roof. So I do agree with Mr. Wonderful on this product in terms of it being a little early, kind of based on the sales history of it. But I do think it's a phenomenal product. You're not buying this thing because you're trying to be conscious of your health or your weight, which is interesting because he talked about the cheese being vegetarian, but it seems like with all the extra kind of sauce on it, it kind of a 250 a stick calories a stick is crazy. But yeah, I definitely know this is a trade secret that hopefully he's keeping locked up and kind of near and dear to his heart so that it doesn't get in the hands of the wrong people, and therefore he has competition out there. So let's go. Let's see if he does get a deal, although I think this one is going to be pretty tough. Let's go.
Look, they taste great, right? It pissed me off, obviously, because I looked at the packaging, 50 calories each. I'm thinking of what kind of offer can I make, how much we can sell these. But there's a big difference between 50 calories and 200 plus calories, right? So in any event, you know, Mike, congratulations on putting this together. I really respect your heart. I respect the hustle, but it's not a deal for me. So for those reasons, I'm out.
I appreciate it.
It's so early, you really don't really know where it's going to land up. Maybe it's a big hit. I'm going to give you a flyer, $150,000 for 20%, but it's contingent entirely upon your first reorder to a restaurant or a chain somewhere there, not to the consumer.
Nice, Barb. I thought it was going to be 30%.
So you have to have a reorder from one restaurant?
That's really good.
Because in my mind, that's proof that somebody's excited and is going to continue to sell it.
Well, if I could just touch on that briefly.
Wait, how about thank you, Barbie?
Thank you so much for your
Well, let me help you with this.
Do you mind if I just address the one concern?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, because I'm going to give you help for clarity because I think that you're absolutely great and this thing is fantastic.
Thank you.
You just don't have the proof of concept outside of your store, so that's not enough evidence or information for me to make a decision. So I'm out.
Totally understand.
Hey, Mike, what do you want to do? You got an offer. It's 20% for $150,000 from Barbara.
But it's a contingent offer.
Sure.
Well, it's the only offer unless you're doing something, Lori.
How did you do on the shelf? Like if I saw you sitting in the freezer
you have an
section,
offer here. If
how
Lori
did you
keeps
do?
talking, I'm going to go away.
How did you do?
Little
So
antsy.
I'm going to reply to my offer.
Little antsy, Barbara. I guess that's what old age does to you. Let me
Three sharks are out. Mike has one offer on the table from Barbara for his gourmet mozzarella stick company, Mad Mutz, but Lori may also be interested.
I'd like to get a reply to my offer.
Well, how about this? Would you mind if I phoned my business partner?
Not at all. Let's see if
you
Lori
gotta be
has
kidding.
it.
Wait,
Come on, Mike.
But Mike, let's see if I give you an offer. I'm interested. I love your packaging.
Thank you.
And I love the way they taste. And I actually think you do great in the freezer section of retail.
So you're going to make an offer?
What do you need from a shark?
We are extremely wrapped up into the operations and understand what we need, but we know what we know, and I can be the first to admit, I don't know what I don't know. We aim to get into this distribution. If we penetrate the smallest part of the market, Restaurant Depot and PFG alone, it's $2.8 million in sales. If they expand past the 2 stores, which they want to, we're talking about $8 million in sales with a 67% margin. Those are, to me, huge
Mike,
numbers.
The more you talk, the more confused I think you are. And it's giving me pause for concern. I'm out.
Well, I'm going to give you a flyer because I think you can do it. I like the product and I like what it is. I have tons of things in the frozen section. This is where I think you belong. I'm going to give you $150,000 for 20%.
Same offer.
Lori, is there a contingency on your offer?
No, no contingency.
So would you consider our fresh mozzarella, which is a different product, and this year nearing around $380,000 just in fresh balls that we internally sell and do a little bit of wholesale? For 15%, I'd be willing to put those balls in any fresh mozzarella.
Wait,
I'm really kind of confused about this whole fresh balls thing.
So the mozzarella balls is another product that you sell.
He's confused it all.
Speak about those numbers at all. That is a different product that we manufacture.
I'm not interested in the mozzarella balls. I'm interested in the mozzarella sticks. So that's where I'm going to stick.
So Lori,
have a deal.
Giving you the stick, 20%, $150,000.
Woo! Yes!
All right. Awesome.
You got it.
Thank you so much.
Mozzarella balls.
It's going to be awesome. They're really, really good. Here we go, baby.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you, everyone.
Congrats.
Good luck. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Mike.
Thank you very much. That's it. We got the deal. Bam. I just got a deal on Shark Tank with Lori Greiner to take Mad Mutz nationwide, worldwide, retail, whatever she wants to do. Dude, I'm out of my freaking mind. I'm pumped.
Man, kudos to Mad Mutz. Kudos to Mad Mike. Hey, he almost lost him at the end there. Started talking about the balls, and I don't know. Hey, look, we were talking about the sticks at first. Then he moved on to the balls. But even though he lost Lori, he kind of still had. I mean, he lost Barbara. He still had Lori kind of engaged. By a pinky. So let me know what you guys think. It seems like he definitely have had some sales. Seems like most of it is in the Jersey area. So to the extent that you're watching this from Jersey, please let me know what you think of the product. It seems like the Sharks loved it. And I can tell you what, man, the Sharks are, if it's a product that it doesn't taste good, they'll tell you, man, this thing stinks. But it seems like they loved it. So shouts out to them. Shout out to Mad Mutz and Mike for a deal. Let's check out the website, man. I think this guy's a real creative guy. And as Lori talked about, the packaging is pretty good. Let's see what the website is looking like. So here we go. So again, I mean, another good way. You have all this stuff on the website. You have Mozzarella Laboratory. You have Always Crazy, Insanely Tasty, Mad Mutz. What is being used as a trademark? That's why that TM at the end of it or that R in the circle helps people, consumers identify what is branding as opposed to what is just kind of ornamental use of logos and marks and things like that. So I like the TM because it is a pending trademark application. I love the fact that he has TM at the end of Mad Mutz. Hopefully he protects the logo as well, separately from the name Mad Mutz. Man, these joints look pretty sweet though. Pretty sweet. Let's kind of go down to the end of it. Typically you'll see other IP Hey, hey, look, he actually has his name. I'm not sure if you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. He actually has his name trademark. Oh, no, Tony Baloney's just the name of the store. I'm sorry. Tony Baloney. That's the name of the store. Let me see if I can pull this thing up. Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. That's pretty much it. So, again, we were almost perfect this season. We went 3-4-4. The only one that did not get a deal was Frame Your Feline, and it seems like they maybe kind of have some work to do. Again, if they can get that down, that price down from $299 maybe to $50, $100, they may have something there. But the other three, they did get a deal, and we capped this off on the right note. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed each of these pitches. And again, please hit the thumbs up or the like button if you enjoyed the kind of this episode, and hit the subscribe button to be a part of the IP community. I would love to have you a part of the community. We will see you guys on the next episode. We're winding down. I looked at it. They have 20 episodes in season 16. This is episode 17 that we just finished. So we have 18, 19, 20. We have 3 more episodes, and then we have to wait to season 17. So hopefully you guys been enjoying these so far. It's going to be cool. I'm going to try to put together a highlight of season 16 when it's all said and done. A lot of these guests I have interviewed personally, so go check out those. I actually just interviewed Jacob Robinson with Dig World. That comes out next week. I interviewed earlier this week. I interviewed Brittany Rowe with Hella Awkward, the card game. Yesterday, I interviewed Eric Diedrichsen with River Bend Resources, had a phenomenal conversation. So a lot of these, next week I interview Rinsaru and have a couple others in the pipeline from this season. So I've interviewed a lot of these guests on Shark Tank personally. So go check out those interviews on the channel or on a podcast. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.